sad. We're doing sad emotions today. And happy emotions. So to get my studio sounding really quiet, I have to put my laptop in the cupboard. It's a little bit dodgy. Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. We are off to a fantastic start. All right, let's do this. All right, let me just check that everything's... I think I started streaming too soon. I'm just very eager to get this job finished. Because it's a lot. I'm gonna be talking to myself for at least 2 hours a day for 4 days, doing this mundane, just for this one job. And then I got the regular work on top. In fact, I'm gonna start with some regular work, which is some prompts. Let's do that. Oh, this is gonna be so fun, you guys. Let's switch it over. All right. Prompt 8, huh? With spring upon us, now's the time to give your garden some TLC. Bring plants back to life with topsoil and mulch. Make a statement with crushed rock. That's how you make a statement. Wow, this guy's got crushed rock in his garden. With spring upon us, now's the time to give your garden some TLC. Bring plants back to life with topsoil and mulch. Or make a statement with crushed rock. All currently in stock. Oh, I need to warm up. For more seasonal advice throughout the year, head to the Prestige Civil Group Facebook page. Should have done my mouth warm-ups first. A-E-I-O-U. For more seasonal advice throughout the year, head to the Prestige Civil Group Facebook page at Prestige Premix Concrete. At Prestige Premix Concrete. Righto. Well, that was rough. That was a rough start. Number 8 for this one too. What do they want? Friendly, honest, conversational. Good. With over 55 years' experience in the industry, we think it's only fair to share our service as far and wide as possible. We think it's only fair to share our service as far and wide as possible. That's why you'll find us in 3 different locations, with an office in Darwin as well as Blackwood and Poraka. And we are proud to have happy customers in Broken Hill, Mildura, Melbourne, Tasmania, and more. So wherever you are, let us know how we can help when you're through to the team. Let's get this switched on. The C-Class has long held a special place in drivers' hearts, and now this revered vehicle has been reborn with sportier design, more spacious comfort, and even more intuitive technology in the soon-to-be-released all-new C-Class. Listen to what the experts are saying. It's almost as though Mercedes-Benz has disregarded rivals altogether and taken its old-world approach to build the best car in the class. Michael Taylor Car Sales. Speak to our team to register your interest today. Oh dear. All right. The C-Class has long held a special place in drivers' hearts, and now this revered vehicle has been reborn with sportier design, more spacious comfort, and even more intuitive technology in the soon-to-be-released all-new C-Class. Listen to what the experts are saying. It's almost as though Mercedes-Benz has disregarded rivals altogether and taken its old-world approach to build the best car in the class. Michael Taylor Car Sales. Expected to be one of the most popular vehicles of the year, don't miss out on finding your dream C-Class. Speak to our team today. Sometimes it's faster to just re-record the same copy than editing. Believe me. Okay. New at Aussie Off-Road Perth. Ask about our latest line of ultra winches, the torqued exhaust system, and torqued exhaust systems, now available in... Oh my God, wake up. Now available in store, backed by exceptional expertise and advice. We'll talk you through the full specs when we connect. Have you heard? We are currently running a show-stopping special on the PDX 9.5K Premium Electric Ultra Winch, and you can get yours for just $899. But hurry, stock won't last long. What's more, we are currently supplying and fitting Torqued performance exhausts and Ironman 4x4 suspension and bull bars. Take a closer look next time you're online. As we continue to navigate the COVID-19 pandemic, it's important we all do our part to protect each other. So, for the safety of our staff and clients, please wear a mask when visiting our premises. Please check in on arrival to site with the Service WA app. We'll be with you shortly. Service WA app. As Perth's trusted steel supplier, we are always looking for new ways to enhance your experience even further. Here at ATA Steel. With this in mind, we are pleased to say we've recently acquired a new high-performance 12 kilowatt fiber laser cutter. For all the details, visit atasteel.com.au. I need to do some breathing exercises too. I keep running out of breath. Are these all the same? These might all be the same. When you step inside Collegians... Ooh, is it Collegians? When you step inside Collegians Balgownie, the stresses of everyday life melt away. And you're left with an unmistakably friendly warm glow. Welcome, you've arrived at your local home. You've arrived at your local home away from home, where you can enjoy fantastic food and drinks at our cafe and bar. as well as excellent entertainment from live music by local icons, raffles and prizes, to an array of television channels broadcasting your favorite events. Get ready to relax. We'll be with you shortly. Doing that again. Not happy with that. It was the wrong tone. When you step inside Collisions Balgownie, the stresses of everyday life melts away, and you're left with an unmistakably friendly, warm glow. Welcome. You've arrived at your local home away from home, where you can enjoy fantastic food and drinks at our cafe and bar, as well as excellent entertainment from live music by local icons, raffles and prizes, to an array of television channels broadcasting your favorite events. Get ready to relax. We'll be with you shortly. Chatting for hours with friends over a meal in cozy surroundings. The simple pleasures are always the best. And that's exactly what you'll get at our homely bistro, serving up the finest quality traditional meals in an atmosphere so warm and welcoming you'll never want to leave. Make this your haven to indulge in delicious muffins, cakes, slices, and light meals, all served daily. Discover more at collisions.com.au and our Collisions app, available on Google Play and the App Store. I should probably check the freaking... Oh, don't look at that. Collisions... Pronunciation. What is the pronunciation?
Collisions.
Good. That's what I said.
Collisions.
These YouTube ones aren't the most reliable.
Collegians.
Collegian.
One more.
Collegians.
Good. Okay. What is... Another busy day at work? Shake off the stress and unwind at our beautiful bar, offering a wide array of tasty craft beers, ciders, wines, and spirits. But that's not all. Come along between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. Monday to Friday to take advantage of our amazing happy hour deals, making this the ideal after-work hangout. Find out more when you're connected. At Collisions Balgownie, we don't just provide entertainment for the grown-ups, we make sure the kids have fun too. So while you're enjoying the delights of our inviting ambience and fabulous food, they can play aplenty in the indoor kids activity room. In our indoor kids activity room. While you're chatting over coffee, your children are free to invent new worlds. Your children are free to invent new worlds and make new friends in safety and comfort. Find out more about our facilities at collisions.com.au. Yeah, still warming up, mate. Inclusivity lies right at the heart of what we do here at Collisions Balgownie. That's why we take great pride in ensuring our facilities are completely suitable for all. From parking bays and disabled toilets to easy ramps up to the bistro, we've got everything you need to enjoy your visit. We'll be with you to explain more in just a moment. Now, I suspect that these are all going to be the same, but just with different... No. That looks the same. Nope. They're all different. All right. That's fine. Welcome to Collegians Fig Tree, your hub for exciting entertainment, family fun, exquisite food and drinks, and open outdoor spaces. Located in the grounds of the Collegian Sports Centre, we've got everything you need to enjoy any kind of occasion, from birthday celebrations to quality time with friends. So get ready to kick back, relax, and have some serious fun. We'll be with you shortly. We pride ourselves on providing the ultimate family-friendly venue, perfect for all ages. Indulge in the easygoing ambience of our excellent alfresco deck, enjoying a freshly made cocktail or craft beer, or even a good game of barefoot bowls, while the kids have fun in our safe, enjoyable outdoor playground. Here at Collegians Fig Tree, we truly offer something for everyone. We truly offer something for everyone, and it's all waiting to be discovered at collegians.com.au and our Collegians app, available on Google Play and the App Store. There's nothing quite like our outdoor area, complete with its unique rolling green, giving you plenty of room to enjoy a rich variety of fun-filled recreational activities, and all the space you need to relax. And soak up the friendly atmosphere, whilst enjoying all your favourite hits from Illawarra's best live artists. Although words can't fully capture the loveliness of the venue, we'll be happy to try when we take your call. Don't drop one of those barefoot bowls on your feet, mate. Then the only thing left to do is experience it for yourself. Insurance does not cover any injuries incurred by dropping feet on bare feet. Dropping bowls on bare feet. The weekend, a time to leave the stresses of work and everyday life behind. The weekend, a time to leave the stresses of work and everyday life behind. And nowhere does it better than Collegians Fig Tree. Spend your 48 hours off from the world with us and spend your 48 hours off from the 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 world with us and lose yourself in a range of fulfilling, fun-packed family activities. Start that again. This is not quite right, yeah? The weekend, a time to leave the stresses of work and everyday life behind, and nowhere does it better than Collegians Fig Tree. Spend your 48 hours off from the world with us and lose yourself in a range of fulfilling, fun-packed family activities, fresh cocktails and craft beers, as well as all your favorite meals, including a tasty, varied Mexican menu. Want to learn more? Tell us once you're connected. Nope, not a Twitch ad. It's a Glen ad. Searching for that special place to host your next party? Look no further than Collegians Fig Tree, prioritizing your good times. That's so announcery. I don't like it. Gotta be a bit more laid back. Searching for that special place to host your next party? Look no further than Collegians Fig Tree, prioritizing your good times. Simply tell us what you need, and our dedicated team will ensure every requirement is completely met. And what's more, you'll even get the opportunity to make our legendary Barefoot Bowls experience part of your event. Explore the possibilities today at collisions.com.au. When did barefoot bowls become such a draw? Not to be confused with lame shoe bowling. Right in the heart of Wollongong lies Collisions Illawarra Leagues, your hub for fabulous food and drink, exhilarating entertainment, and a warm, friendly atmosphere. Whether you just want to relax with friends or celebrate a special event in style, we've got everything you could ever want all in one place. Ready to explore what we offer? We'll be with you shortly to explain more. Make your event truly exceptional at Collisions Illawarra Leagues. Whatever the occasion, our team takes great pride in pulling out all the stops so you can create beautiful memories to last a lifetime. It's all about that foot fetish. Choose from a varied array of food, drinks, entertainment, and facilities to give your event the wow factor. From our alfresco dining area to our live music and auditorium, explore the possibilities at collisions.com.au and our Collisions app, available on Google Play and the App Store. Guys dancing all over my feed. Picture it, a haven where the stresses of everyday life just melt away. And in their place, all the good times you can manage. Sounds like a cult. I'm gonna make sure I edit that out. Catch up with friends over refreshing cocktails or craft beers. Immerse yourself in sports with our extensive coverage. Say hello to a taste sensation at our modern Australian Church Street bistro. And head into the lounge for live music from Illawarra's best artists. Want to find out more? Tell us when you're connected. Is this genitalia? No, it's a foot. It's a big toe. It's time to get your taste buds tingling at our beautifully modern bistro, serving up our head chef's wide range of tasty treats. Step inside and experience the easygoing ambience. Yeah, we just say ambience, we don't say ambiance. Step inside and experience the easygoing ambience. Then dive into our menu of delectable delights, including hand-crumbled schnitzels, our signature steak sandwich, and one almighty beef burger. But that's not all. Oh, man. Korean soju stream. The Korean soju lazy river. But that's not all. Ask us to go through more of our food specials in just a moment. We don't only do fun for the grown-ups here at Collisions Illawarra Leagues. We also provide loads of exciting activities to keep your little ones occupied for hours. It's all happening at our kids' activity area, the perfect place for them to invent new worlds and make new friends while you kick back and relax. Head to collisions.com.au for further details. Wollongong. It's a bloody helicopter. Alright, gotta wait for this. I think it's a boat. Just open up the curtains here. It's a helicopter. cannot see. Oh, no, it's this big old tugboat right here. What's he towing? He's not... Oh, yeah, he's... Oh, that's going to take a while. That is going to take a while. It actually doesn't matter too much for these prompts because I know that they put music behind them a lot of the time. And it's just going to be on the, on a phone. But still. I shouldn't be giving them noisy recordings. It's a very important hole. All right, well, AMA time. AMA. Yeah, it's the slowest boat chase in history. Oh man, that's gonna take a while. I'll give you live updates of the situation. So we are waiting for that boat to pass. Let me tell you, yesterday was a beautifully clean day. Clean skies. As far as the eye could see. And we're just gonna save this while we have a moment. Pop that in this folder. Oopsie doozy. So I pretty much always start my day with phone prompts. I just find them a really good way to warm up my voice for any more in-depth advertisements or e-learning or... Yeah, it's just kind of an easy way to... Wow, look at all those birds. You guys see that? Oh yeah, thanks. It's a bunch of points! That's still pretty damn loud. Alright, wow, it just dropped off. It literally just... Alright, let's do this. Get the heavy curtains closed again. Yes, unfortunately there are still some resonant frequencies that make it through the double glazed windows. And being up on the 29th floor also just collects sound from all over the neighborhood, so it's not perfect, but it's not too bad. Alright, what was I up to? .com.au for further details. Did I not start this one? Okay. Ready to leave the stresses of everyday life behind? It's time to immerse yourself in modern, spacious surroundings. Enjoy fantastic food in a friendly atmosphere. Engage in a world of Enjoy fantastic food in a friendly atmosphere. Engage in a world of exciting entertainment. Enjoy fantastic food in a friendly atmosphere. Engage in a world of exciting entertainment. Welcome to Collisions Wollongong. Whatever the occasion, we've got everything you'll need to make memories. Oh man. Penny's Bay Carcass Boat. All right. Whatever the occasion, we've got everything you'll need to make. Whatever the occasion, we've got everything you'll need to make memories and have the best of times, offering an array of raffles, promotions, entertainment, and sporting broadcasts. We'll be with you shortly to explain more. For us, food is much more than a mere necessity. It's a supreme taste sensation. And this is reflected across our 4 unique dining areas, each serving a distinct set of culinary delights. Fancy a traditional treat? Fancy a traditional treat? Head to Kitchen or Charlotte. Craving coffee or something sweet? Then Much Ado About Coffee is for you. Or how about delicious gourmet burgers and seafood at Auntie Marge's? Ooh. At Auntie Marg's. And as for fine dining, look no further than Factory. Explore all we offer at collisions.com.au and on our Collisions app, available on Google Play and App Store. It's that time again, Cocktail O'Clock. And nowhere creates adventurous flavors and exquisite concoctions better than Bar 67, our classy shrine to all things cocktails. And craft beer related. So shake off the working week and immerse yourself in the ultimate entertainment environment every Friday and Saturday night. Featuring Illawarra's best live artists. Want to learn more? Tell us when you're connected. If you've got a big event in your diary and you're searching for the ideal venue to host it, look no further than Collisions Wollongong. Whatever the occasion, from a birthday celebration to a corporate meeting, our array of function spaces, facilities, amenities, and food is all awaiting to put the wow factor into your event. Explore the possibilities at collisions.com.au. Bingo, a classic game that effortlessly combines luck, fun, and prizes. And at Collisions Wollongong, we pull out all the stops to make bingo better than ever. Interested? Get your winning full house at our in-house bingo events held upstairs in our auditorium. We'll tell you more about this once you're connected. Eight more of these, then I got to do a repair because of a script error, and then I got to get started on the training. Okay. Melbourne Equipment Rentals is the smart choice for your next project. We're a friendly team committed to putting your needs first, and we take great pride in the range of modern, state-of-the-art equipment. Oh, I said that right. State-of-the-art equipment. State-of-the-art equipment we have to offer you. And if you're not sure what you need, we are here to help. Let's get started in just a moment. So many errors this morning. Whatever project you're undertaking, we have the machinery to make sure it runs smoothly from start to finish. Our range of EWP equipment includes scissor, vertical and boom lifts, along with telehandlers and more, making us your rental specialist for working at heights. And rest assured, our prices are always competitive. Explore what we have to offer at merentals.com.au. I just recently did a Working at Heights national campaign here for, it's like the Labor Department in Hong Kong, and it shows this dude falling and then just this massive explosion of blood. It's so bad. Okay. At Melbourne Equipment, I could find it on YouTube, but it's like copyrighted, right? I can't show you that. At Melbourne Equipment Rentals, we deliver our safe and reliable equipment all over Victoria. I know, WTF, right? That means no matter where you're located, we'll go the extra mile to get your machinery to you in the quickest possible time. Tell us about your plans when we reach you, and we'll recommend the best equipment for the job. In our industry, safety isn't just important, it's essential. Really? You can show? I think I'm streaming to YouTube though, as well. That's probably not a good idea. I don't know why I think there's like occasionally people watching on there. That's why we've invested in the most modern equipment with up-to-date safety features. That's why we've invested in the most modern equipment with up-to-date safety features to ensure you and your team are protected on site. Our machinery is also reliable, so you can enjoy peace of mind that a breakdown won't halt your project. Melbourne Equipment Rentals. Minimum hassle, maximum safety. Yeah, I assume on YouTube you can't stream other people's work. I know people do like reaction videos and shit, and there might be loopholes, but I think this is on the Hong Kong government's YouTube channel. Probably not watching for that shit, are they? I don't know. It's all automatic though, isn't it? Like if there's a content match. Already know what you need? You can save time by getting a quote online at merentals.com.au. Simply fill in our short form, including the products you're looking to rent, and we'll get back to you with a competitive quote as soon as possible. That's at merentals.com.au. Melbourne Equipment Rentals is a modern company in a Melbourne Equipment Rentals is a modern company in a lot of ways, but when it comes to customer service, we like to keep things traditional. You'll always deal directly with our owners, who put you first to meet your needs as quickly as possible. It's because we understand time is one of the... It's because we understand... Pardon me? It's because we understand time is of the essence on any project. Tell us what you're looking for when we reach you. World-class service never sleeps. That's why we are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We also make sure to keep our site stocked with a huge range of equipment, so you never have to wait long to get started on your project. Explore the full selection at merentals.com.au, where you can also learn about the way we work. Naked. We'd like to inform all our customers we are adhering to government guidelines for health and safety during this uncertain time. We hope you're keeping safe, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask when you're connected. I forgot to turn you on. Not very good at turning you on. Okay. We save you up to 50% versus the cost of... And we save you up to... And... Yeah, that'll do. They can edit it in on their end, I believe. Give him 2 options to work with. And that'll bloody do it, I think. Pardon me. Yeah, sorry. Every time I load up a new project, I gotta pipe the audio into OBS. And sometimes I forget. Is that all fine? Yep. What is it? The 5th. 22. Let's just cut that out and put that over here. Single day. And we save you up to 50%. That'll do. Oh, that's right. I updated Ableton. I'll just save over the top, replace it. Yeah, okay. Now, the fun stuff. All right, we're back. All right, I got to start training some more neural networks. And here we go. Speech Ocean. Happy and sad. Let me just make sure I'm doing the right things. Get rid of that now. Yeah. So my schedule is about 12,000 words per day, which works out usually divided by 150. Yeah, it's about 80 minutes. That's a manageable workload without me just hating my life. And then I'll edit that per day, and then that leaves me enough time to do other studio work and whatever else I need to do for the business. Okay, 80 minutes. It'll take longer. It'll probably take twice that. So it's probably going to be about 3 hours recording. All right, let's have a look. I think they gave me some... Oh, here we go.
You love movies? No kidding, me too. It's a small world. 2 people who love movies living in a same city. It's amazing. Attention, guys, I have a date tonight. I don't know how it comes, but Jupiter turns on finally.
Oh, he's quite high, isn't he?
You love movies?
By he, I mean me.
Too. It's a small world. 2 people who love movies living in a same city. It's amazing.
I'm going to leave that there and refer to it occasionally, because I got to sound exactly like that guy. All right, I'm going to try dumping this in a Word document. I don't think it's going to make much difference, though. Oh, yeah, the font is so much nicer. Let's try that. But hang on a second. You're not going to rap for me? Oh, boy. Reading mode. Yeah. All right, the font's nice, so let's try that. Compared to this, I don't know why, it just seems nicer. Okay. And how did I sound?
You love movies? No kidding, me too.
What are the odds?
2 people who love movies live...
Good God, that's loud. Welcome back, Ben. Hey, I made a BRB. I'm going to try it out. It's got my music playing. It's the Festival of Lights. All right. One more time. I'm gonna
Living
listen.
in the same city. You love movies? No kidding, me too. It's a small world.
Huh.
Two people who love movies living in the same city. It's amazing.
Oh, you like that? I'll do it again. Hang on. I'm not sure if I think it restarts each time I do it. I can't hear it because I've not got it. Yeah, so I've just been, every time I get a spare minute or so, I just fool around with it. I put some, oh, you can't see my cursor. Huh. Every time, let me change that. Capture cursor. There we go. I made a little, just a sort of looping animation that flickers. Is that annoying? Is this even helpful? I don't know what I'm doing with my social handles up the top. Yeah, I don't know. All right, now, I'm just trying to put this off because I do not enjoy this work. All right, here we go. But it pays them bills. This is Happy One News. Pardon me. It's a good start. All right, good. Thanks, Ben. Oh, I gotta hear him again.
Amazing. Attention, guys. You love
Oh, this is gonna be so draining, the energy that I gotta maintain.
movies? No kidding, me too. It's a small world. Two people.
I'll do the happies first, and then I'll leave the sads for last next week. That'll be easier, I think. What does sad sound like?
Every day, all the time, people only care when it is most severe. My parents tried everything you can, enforce hospital visits. Hatches are obviously not the solution. Only I know the answers to my problems, but no one wants to listen.
So that's got no compression or effects on it, so it's very... Maybe I should give you some of these scripts,
You love
Ben.
movies? No
Do you
kidding.
think they'll notice the difference?
Me too. It's a small... You love movies?
You love movies? No kidding. See, this is not the right script for this kind of thing. All right, here we go. Stop whinging. What is your opinion of the message that students were trying to send with these walkouts? Do you think this protest will be effective in addressing the issue of gun violence in the United States? How do you think teachers and administrators should respond to student protests, whether over this issue or any other? Do you think times like this, when large numbers of young people are reacting to an issue in the news, should be treated in school as teachable moments? If so, how? In general, how do you feel about teenagers participating in political activism? Do you agree with the article above that says it may be good for you? Why or why not? This is difficult.
You love movies? No kidding. Me, I have a date.
All right, it might be a little bit too much. In general, how do you feel about teenagers? In general, how do you feel about... Here it comes. Oh yeah, just like that. In general, how do you feel about teenagers participating in social activism? Do you agree with the article above that says it may be good for you? Why or why not? What have your own experiences with political activism, however you define it, been like? If you're not politically active, how do you feel about articles like these that exhort you to vote, volunteer, or take other kinds of actions? Why? Gotta keep listening to this guy.
You love movies? No kidding, me too.
It's quite high.
It's a small world. Two people who love movies living in a same city. It's amazing. Attention, guys, I have a date.
I might be giving it too much energy. Oh, can you not just scroll down instead of flipping the page like that? Oh, that's lame. I don't like it. Can I make it continuous? God, this is... Okay. Is there a place like Skate World in your community? Was there one you remember from childhood? What do you or did you like about it best? How do or did people come together there? Do you agree with this writer that we are in an era of great disconnection and that places where we are physically together are dwindling? Why or why not? How much do you think this matters? Can coming together on the internet be just as powerful as coming together in a shared public space, like this roller rink? Why or why not? I gotta keep listening to him.
You love movies? No kidding. But Jupiter turned...
What meaningful memories do you have about times when you have come together with people different than you? How did it benefit you or others? Students 13 and older are invited to comment. All comments are moderated by the Learning Network staff, but please keep in mind that once your comment is accepted, it will be made public. Bill Heinzen, who has been the acting head of the city's Taxi and Limousine Commission since March, released a statement that mentioned that his own brother had died by suicide. This is a happy script. I believe that's called an orgy. Watch it. Yes, an orgy. A bukkake, I believe. Okay. The death of Kenny Chow and other drivers deeply affected us, Mr. Heinzen said. This is the happy script. Am I reading the right thing? Yes, happy. We're talking about suicide. In the days after Kenny's death, taxi industry leaders seized on the brothers' story. One group tapped Richard to headline an event for... Oh my God. One group tapped Richard to headline an event for reporters called How Many More Have to Die? Another made him the voice of a television ad that asked the New York City Council to cap Uber and Lyft. The council approved the cap in August 2008. Oh boy, I'm losing it. I haven't even started. Let's take this off. The council approved the cap in August 2018. Even after other drivers died, the Chows continued to serve as the symbol of the devastation. Richard has attended hearings on the crisis in Manhattan, Albany, New York, and Washington. Each one a painful reminder. He usually sits in the front row. He often cries. Oh my God. This is weird as shit. He often cries.
You love movies? No kidding, me too. It's on finally.
Yeah, it's a little less announcery. I know. It's not. I guess it literally doesn't matter what the context is because I'm training a computer. The computer doesn't know what the context is. It's just when you're doing text-to-speech, you select what you want. So I guess you can make anything sound sad or happy. The Dalai Lama suggests several ways to cope with uncertainty and upheaval, including cultivating loving kindness and practicing compassion and empathy for others and ourselves. Do any of these ideas resonate with you? If so, which ones and why? If not, how do you deal with turmoil in your own life or in the world? How do you think global issues should be resolved? Through dialogue and diplomacy, or in the use of force? Or is the use of force ever justified? Why do you think so? Can you offer any examples to support your opinion? Which line or lines from the piece stand out to you most? Why did these lines strike you? Do you feel any more or less hopeful about the future after reading this article? Why or why not? Students 13 and older are invited to comment. All comments are moderated by the Learning Network staff, but please keep in mind that once your comment is accepted, it will be made public. I've shown you guys my text-to-speech, right? Like, I'm just gonna get it out now. So I've started the Aussie one. Actually, I'm going to try US. See if they've started putting me on there.
You can replace this text with
Aria, Ashley.
You can replace.
These are really
You can replace.
non-binary names. A lot of them. Brandon.
You can replace this text with any text you wish.
It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good.
You can replace this text with any.
So I'm going to be one of these dudes. Cora, Elizabeth, Eric,
You can replace this.
Jacob.
You can replace this.
No, I'm not there yet. So I'm English. Australia. Yes, absolutely. So I'm William. My anus is smelly, and I like to lick my own anus.
My anus is smelly and I like to lick my own anus.
It's a bit rough, isn't it? I think if I pitch it down and slow it down a little bit.
My anus is smelly and I like to lick my own anus.
I just love drinking cola. I don't think exclamations make a difference yet.
I just love drinking cola.
Because this has not been trained.
I just love drinking cola.
Oh, it's a little bit different, wasn't it?
I just love drinking cola.
Because I haven't trained this guy. There's only one general speaking style, so.
I just love drinking cola.
Anyway, so if you search for Microsoft Azure text-to-speech, neural, something like that, and then go to Australian English and find Neural William. That is me. It is accepted. It will be made public. Oh, this is going to take me a while at this rate. Ms. Kaufman said family is a main stressor during the holidays. Our families are the ones that install our buttons, so therefore they know exactly how to push them, she said. One thing to keep in mind is that the buttons installed may be a product of a parent's unresolved psychological issues. Might be a bit hot on these. Yeah, that's too loud. It is important to try to understand. It is important to try to understand what feelings feel authentic to you and not take on others' feelings. Wounds are going to be opened or reopened. Wounds are going to be opened or reopened, so you have to heal those through relaxation techniques, coping skills, and a lot of support and love from your chosen family. Who are the individuals in your life that you receive positive support from? Identify and call on them, Ms. Ortiz said. They are your community. Adriana Alejandre, the founder of Latinx Therapy, prescribes her clients body scans. A targeted meditation technique. You can also use an app like Calm or breathing techniques. Want to get New York today by email? Here's the sign up. It's Thursday. Weather, mostly cloudy with a high in the mid-40s and a 20% chance of light rain after dark. Alternate side parking, in effect until Wednesday, New Year's Day. Governor Cuomo is no longer married, and neither is Michael Bloomberg, the former mayor of New York who declared his presidential candidacy last month. I am not comfortable, yeah. But the men, both Democrats, helped expand marriage rights after their divorces. The Supreme Court ruled in 2015 that same-sex marriage was constitutional, but 4 years before that, Mr. Cuomo helped to legalize it in New York. And Mr. Bloomberg officiated one of the state's first same-sex marriages at Gracie Mansion. So it came as some surprise when Mr. Cuomo vetoed seemingly uncontroversial legislation that would have allowed federal judges from outside New York to officiate weddings here. Cuomo blocks judges picked by Trump from officiating weddings in New York. Wow. The New York Times is reflecting on the past decade in the NBA, which has evolved perhaps more than any other major sports league. This is not quite the same, is it?
You love movies? No kidding, me too. It's a small world. Two people who love movies living in a same city. It's amazing. Attention, guys. I have a date tonight.
Okay, gotta get that right. The choice for the NBA's Player of the Decade came down to just two superstars, Stephen Curry and LeBron James. Which of the two should it be? After all, if it wasn't Curry holding a championship trophy in recent years, the expectation was that it would be James instead. 9 of the decade's NBA Finals featured at least one of them, and their teams claimed 6 of the championships. They won half of the past decade's most valuable player awards. If one of them wasn't on national television on a given night, then the other one was. If one of them wasn't on national television on a given night, then the other one was. With the previous generation's biggest stars fading, they boldly staked their claim to the spotlight. Got a bit scratchy. But when it came to picking the Player of the Decade, our writers' decisions were pretty clear. Oh, dude. Are you free now? You out and about? In Korea? You know what? Let's do some color coding. Make it easier for future Glenn. Alright, dude, how is it? Gotta get to that Combini, man. Get that Dr. Pep. Yes. Okay, that's manageable. You can still really write yourself off in 1 or 2 hours of heavy drinking. Power drinking, I like to call it. Oh, I should have kept that Word document open. Yeah, that's fair enough. Although I do remember guzzling ice-cold beers in the snow. I don't know if I would survive that very well right now. My blood has thinned since I lived in real winter. Oh, there's another freaking boat. Yeah, what the hell? A whole bunch of them. So those two are the ferry. They go around to some islands around Saikung. Around that side. And then this is a police boat that just stops by that buoy, does some kind of check, and then pisses off. Does that several times a day. Bloody exciting stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Korea gets that real winter, that's for sure. We used to go get our spine soup in the winter. Things like pork spine, which is good for hangovers. Alright, just waiting for that rumble to subside. And we are 1/9 of the way through, and we are not making good time. At all. Alright, let's use the new BRB screen to do a little tinkle. Yeah, it has been damn cold here. This is like the 1 week where Hong Kong actually is cold. A little bit cold. All right, here we go. Come on.
You love movies? No kidding, me too. It's a small world. Two people who love movies.
No kidding, me too. It's a small world. Okay, happy one life. Why only have an outdoor garden when you can have your own miniature garden in your room? Having a small garden in your room is a great way to make your room look connected to nature or even trendy. So lame. The little garden won't need too much taking care of, so it's a great choice if you don't have much time to care for a big garden. Find a suitable container or small pot. There are many different containers you can house your mini garden in, such as bowls, plastic lunch containers, and terracotta pots. Might have been a pop there. And terracotta pots. It would be worth looking for a container with small holes at the bottom for the water to drain through. Pattern containers can look good in any room. If you do choose a pot with drainage holes, you may also want to place a small tray or saucer underneath to catch any water that drains through. This can be especially helpful if you plan to keep the garden on a piece of furniture that could be damaged by water. 35% of community health workers are millennials. The states that have the highest employment levels for community health workers are California, New York, Texas, Massachusetts, and Illinois. I learned the other day that you don't pronounce the T in Massachusetts. Or don't overpronounce it anyway. You underpronounce the hell out of it. Order up! Toiling behind the scenes at fancy hotels and roadside diners, cooks keep hungry customers happy. It's a difficult task, though, and one that tends to come with low pay. Restaurant cooks have one of the lowest median salaries on this list. Cooks often prepare meals early in the morning or late into the night, and some have to report for duty on weekends and holidays. They spend long hours on their feet and have to perform consistently under the pressures of time and high expectations. On the other hand, injuries are possible in crowded kitchens where people are working quickly with hot stoves and ovens and sharp utensils. And who hasn't seen a television show featuring a head chef chewing out the line cooks? Portland? Try geocaching with your family. Geocaching is a fun electronic scavenger hunt. Geocaching is a fun electronic scavenger hunt you and your family can participate in. If you're nerds, using a smartphone or GPS, you and your family can follow the clues of a local scavenger hunt as they lead you to various outdoor locations. Shut up. I better turn off notifications on my phone. This may be a problem. Bloody professional production right here. Using a smartphone or GPS, you and your family can follow the clues of a local scavenger hunt as they lead you to various outdoor locations. Damn, yeah, this is taxing. I'm like using a register that I don't normally talk up here. I don't usually use this part of my throat. Outside the bedroom. Set up tables and chairs outside. If there are places to sit and relax, your family is more likely to spend their time outdoors. If you have a yard or a garden, put out chairs and places where people can sit and relax. Take advantage of any outdoor space that you have access to. If you have enough space, you can host outdoor parties in your front or backyard. Hanging hammocks will also encourage people to be outside. You can also set up a fire pit outside that your family can sit around and relax. Teach your kids to monitor their emotions. Since siblings often like to needle each other, it's important to empower your kids to recognize and reflect on their own feelings. They will then be better equipped to communicate in a healthy way with their siblings and with others about how they're being treated and why they don't appreciate their treatment. When your kids are frustrated by you, their sibling or a friend help them identify their emotions. For instance, if your child is angry, they can't go out to play. Ask directly, "How do you feel?" Offer suggestions as to what they may be feeling. Bit bloody sloppy there. Offer suggestions as to what they might be feeling. For example, you could ask, "I see that you're angry, but are you also disappointed or sad?" Let your kids know that all emotions are okay and that it is normal to feel angry when faced with a frustrating situation or person. What you can do. Start by acknowledging your cause of stress. Is it your workload, your manager, or maybe it's a specific task that has you feeling overwhelmed? Once you address the problem, write it down. Come back the next day with an action plan that is attainable. Tackle the issue one step at a time. Sometimes the smallest of wins can make the biggest difference. Your self-care no longer exists. Self-care is vital for all people, and especially for professionals who take care of others. Caregivers are putting work demands, patients, and family first, at the cost of their own self-care. In fact, more than 50% of physicians experience symptoms of burnout. When you begin to skip lunches, doctor appointments, or your workout classes, neglecting yourself becomes the norm, and your health takes a hit. This is so wrong. Clutter can be really distracting. Plus, it makes your home feel a lot more restrictive and disorganized. By getting rid of clutter, you'll probably enjoy spending more time at home. Give your messy rooms a deep clean. Treat your living space to a little elbow grease. Grab your broom, mop, or cleaning spray and go to town on any part of your home that's looking a little worse for wear. Once you're done, you'll probably want to spend more time in your clean living space. A little cleaning can go a long way. Dusting the shelves or sweeping the floor can make a big difference in a messy room. You don't have to dedicate a whole day to cleaning. Just an hour can make a big difference. If you tidy up your home on a regular basis, you can save yourself some extra cleaning time in the long run.
Attention, guys. I have a date tonight. You love movies? No kidding. Me too. It's a small world. Two people...
You breathe air? Oh my God, me too. Welcome back, B-Man. If it is last minute, apologize for the sudden change of heart. You can say, "I'm really sorry to do this now, but I'm not sure that I can come out to the beach with the family today. I'm really tired and I need some time to myself." Ask for permission. You'll need to talk to your family to let them know that you want to stay home. Instead of telling them that you are staying, you should frame your request as a question. This lets them know that you are willing to listen to their objections. You can say, "I was wondering if it would be all right if I skipped out on this outing. You might also phrase it as, I hate doing this to you, but I'm not sure I'm up for going out today. Would you mind if I stayed home? If your mom or dad is remarrying or has a new partner who lives in their home, you might be worried how things are going to change. Having a step-parent can feel weird at first, but you can learn to get used to it. I'm really interested what these sad scripts are going to be like now. First, learn how to navigate this new reality by talking to your parent about any changes. Work to build a relationship with your step-parent by spending more time with them. It's also important for you to get help dealing with some of the tough emotions that all these changes are probably causing. But don't worry, there are lots of people. There are lots of people who can be there for you. Sit down with your parent to talk. If your parent has recently remarried, you may not be sure how the new changes will affect you. Pull your biological parent aside and ask them to clarify anything you're not sure about. 6. Stop wasting your time. Deep 6, the non-value-add, soul-sucking components of your life. This may mean disentangling yourself from relationships that add no value to your head or your heart. Club Evans doesn't ring a bell. Go for it, man. You can't go wrong. Just try them all. Look at this fucking... The only thing I get out of YouTube is spam. Notice we're not using the word career here. In other words, not everything you do has to personally benefit your career, your personal life. However, on those occasions when you do give of yourself, make sure you feel the heart for it. Otherwise, you will feel regret, resentment, or anger. Instead, do this. Filter all other time-investing activities in which you plug your energy through the so what filter, as in, so what if I didn't do this? So what if I never did this again? If the answer is, it really adds no value to my life or career, then kick it to the curb. Ferret out who and what is best for you, and liberate yourself from the rest. Pretty bloody deep. Beauty. Actually, before we open that, I want to look at sad. Do you remember the first makeup product you bought? Victoria's Secret lip gloss in the 8th grade. After discovering I was allergic to it, my mother upgraded and bought me a Chanel lip gloss. Oh, that's gonna be so slow. At least the happy ones are really fast. Oh boy. All right, beauty. You little beauty. Oh, stop. Okay.
Love movies living in a same city.
In the same city.
Attention, guys.
Attention, guys.
Tonight.
I got a date tonight.
Here it comes, but
Pretty
Jupiter
squeaky.
turns on finally.
Beauty. Happy one, beauty. Take some devilish downtime with us as we talk with Miss Needles about her journey in drag, her makeup secrets, and her favorite holiday. And her favorite holiday, Halloween. B. How did your obsession with Halloween begin? Dude, you're taking a little nappy nap. Enjoy. Yeah, thanks, man. I'm having the best time. See you soon, mofo. Really makes me wanna. I don't know if that worked. Hang on. All right. B. How did your obsession with Halloween begin? The reason I love Halloween so much is because I grew up. It was the only time I was allowed to dig in the makeup boxes and hide behind this sort of fantastical creature that I would create. I think a lot of drag queens can attest to that as children. B. What was the inspiration behind your signature look? I was really inspired by horror movies. But the idea behind Sharon Needles also mixes in the 80s semi-misogynistic exploitation of women, which was called the bimbo generation. Sharon is very much a mixture of Peggy Bundy and Elvira with a little bit of Rhonda Shear to keep you up all night. B. How did you come up with your name? Double duty. On days when you're in a real hurry, you can use it as a cheek color or even on your brow bone as a subtle highlight. This cream blush goes on sheer and gives you a soft, luminous glow, even though it appears extra bold in the compact. And because of the grapeseed oil inside, it moisturizes and nourishes skin for a more youthful-looking complexion. Double duty. Double duty. Double duty. Dab it on the apples of your cheeks, chin, temples, forehead, or lips to enhance their natural color. You'd be surprised at how many looks you can create with just one product. On a hectic morning, nothing saves us more than this product. It's perfect for imparting cheeks with a flushed, fresh look. The best part about this crimson tint is that it's universally flattering. Because the color is derived from natural minerals, it never looks harsh, and a little goes a long way. Just check my bloody levels there. It's not too bad. When Britney Spears visited Beautylish HQ a couple months back, the number one question asked was, how did she look? The star is as stunning in person as she is on camera. Since we're obsessed with her look as an artist, we're so excited to see how she turns out as a judge for this season's X Factor. Goddamn. This is why I do not want COVID. Won't be able to work. Her makeup at the Austin auditions was absolutely flawless. Beautylish caught up with makeup artist Glenn Nutley on creating the look backstage. We went simple on the makeup for the first show, explained Glenn. It was a look that's very Britney, a light, clean base, fresh peachy lips and cheeks, and a sparkling gold eye. We decided on a brighter lip for her neon pink dress. While Britney loves a smoky eye best, Glenn says it's her favorite look, and she's pretty good at doing it herself. We love this take on playful, cheeky summer makeup. B. You've collaborated with every designer under the sun. Who's your favorite? I can't choose. Diego Benetti has an amazing vision, and collaborating with the Blondes is always a blast that we share a similar aesthetic. I've always worked with Louis Vuitton for several seasons in Paris and worked with Marc Jacobs in New York, and it's been amazing. It's really something when Marc Jacobs sits with your team and custom mixes nail colors to a minute of detail. He sees it. He gets it. The nails make the belt, the bag, the outfit. It's a total vision. B. Tell us about the nail look at the Blondes' latest show. The custom tips killed it on the runway. We did Biker Babe worthy manicures using crushed glass shards, acid wash finishes, acid wash finishes, and leather, yes, leather, to create over 30 unique sets. B. What's in store for fall 2012 nails? Answer. Who gives a shit? A creamy pigment packed berry. A creamy pigment packed berry that goes on incredibly smoothly. The color is so intense in a good way. You can get by with just one coat. On fingers or toes, it feels ultra glam, and you'll see us wearing it all season long and beyond. A buildable sheer peach, one coat will give you a simple, crisp mani, while adding another coat or two brings the opaqueness up a notch. If laying, let it dry between coats to avoid stress. Seriously, the best bubblegum pink polish we've seen in a while is creamy enough that you can get by with a single coat, and it dries with a glossy finish. Adding a bit of top coat will only enhance the natural shine. Major bonus! Pastel yellow nails? Yes, please! We're smitten with this buttery shade that's muted down to perfection. Go for 2 thin coats to avoid clumps and streaks. B. Are there any special techniques you learned in achieving your intricate eye looks? I like to mimic the piercing look any Disney villain gives off. It's always so powerful and dark, yet beautiful at the same time. B. Where do you find yourself buying fabric and clothing to make most of your drag outfits? I work with some brilliant designers who best fit the look I go for. I'm a total heartless revival girl. It consists of my 2 great friends, Autumn Keatponglert and Sophie Reeptress. That's a cool name, Sophie Reeptress. We all share a very similar fashion taste, and I'm always so thankful to work with them. When I need a break from fabric, I go to latex. Oh, that was my stomach. When I need a break from fabric, I go to latex. Most of the latex that I wear at events or perform is Renee Moussoumian. Moussoumian. Oh, that was right. Is Renee Moussoumian Baby Love Latex. Other than that, I do a lot of thrifting. B. Do you have any new and amazing experiences because of performing in drag? Don't answer that. We were honored to ask Anastasia some questions about her approach to beauty, her opinions on plastic surgery, and what motivates her to create such jaw-dropping looks. Goddamn. How did you get started with makeup? Since my childhood, I've been very interested in makeup, and it began the way it always does, experimenting with mom's cosmetics. How do people in your hometown, Odessa, Ukraine, react to the way you style yourself? Odessa is a funny town, and the reaction is always different. But no matter how people respond, I always take it as absolutely normal. Do you do makeup to earn a living? Yes, right now I work at home, but I used to work at a salon. What are some of your favorite products? I like Korean cosmetics because they're very cute and creatively designed, but actually, it's not that important to me which products I use. The only thing that matters when choosing the right makeup is your desire and aspiration. With the new year comes the temptation to reinvent yourself. One of our favorite ways to shake things up is with a drastic cut or color. But we've all fallen victim to the post-makeover, what have I done, right? Here are a few things to consider before making the leap. Is this cut right for my face shape and my hair texture? A good stylist will be able to suggest the most flattering cuts for both. Am I prepared to deal with the upkeep on this look? Some short haircuts can be wash and wear. Think Vidal Sassoon's famous Mia Farrow, while others require heavy styling to look good. Work with your stylist to figure out your maintenance style, and remember that short hair does call for more frequent salon visits to keep it looking fresh. Salon. Ooh, don't know. Did I already say Salon? Oh, the friggin' police boat's back! Salon.
Salon.
Yeah. Lawn. I don't know what I said. And remember that short hair does call for more frequent salon visits to keep it looking fresh. The same goes for bangs. It's an easy way to switch things up, but the grow out stage is tough. Bobby pins are your best friend. Here's my levels. Not bad. Okay then. Let's do 2 more than lunch. Or maybe 1 more than lunch. Depends on how noisy my stomach gets. It's amazing how in group recording sessions, stomach rumbling becomes a serious issue at lunchtime and at the very end. When you've got like 3 or more people's stomachs, it just starts, they all start, you can hear them on the microphone. Usually with like fit women, because they're just constantly starving themselves. Dudes, not so much. Alright, this is game. I'll make death a game. Hey, soldiers! We're back with another weekend roundup. The big news is, of course, PAX East. The Off-World Industries team is showing off squad and postscriptum in booth 10126 all weekend. Be sure to drop by and say howdy if you're in Boston this weekend. Make sure you send us your pictures. For those Oh, nice one. Spilt my water. For those of us not lucky enough to be paxing all weekend, there's plenty of squad to go around. Including a new troopers mod server. Let's roll. Suffer no fools gladly. The Swiss stage of the Squad World Championship has come to a close. Congratulations to Pro G for coming first, and SQD and UC for coming second and third, respectively. Only FAOB and GRSW will have a match next week, giving the other team some time to prepare for what will surely be an epic battle. Be sure to join the SWC Discord to keep track of the action. Wes Fenlon, Dwarf Fortress, is a colony management game. So technically, all of your dwarves are NPCs. You don't embody them or control them directly, and even if they're just little ASC2 symbols or tiny sprites wandering around, they have some of the richest personalities you'll ever encounter in a game. You can look at every dwarf in the game to see a procedurally generated description of their personality, their feelings, their hopes, and dreams. It's just text, but it frequently manages to be profound or funny or anyway more interesting than the characters in most video games. Dwarf Fortress is amazing. Adoring fan. By Azura, by Azura, by Azura. It's a grand question. I can't believe I get to answer the PCG Q&A question this week. Me answering this question. Wow. Golly, Oblivion's NPCs are the best. I just want to follow them and watch them and worship the ground they walk on. Oh, man. I just want to follow them and watch them and worship the ground they walk on. Sometimes they don't want me to follow them, even though I won't get in the way. Aw, gee. And then I have to hang around the arena grounds, wishing I could shine someone's boots or give them a back rub. Odd. The combo's limited, if substantial, effect keeps it from reaching the meta-destabilizing heights of past banned cards like Veil of Summer or Once Upon a Time. It hasn't had a chance to dominate tournament deck lists and earn an ignoble spot. Ignoble? Ignoble? Is that a silent G? What kind of stupid word is that?
Ignoble.
How come I don't get an American? There it is.
Ignoble.
Yeah. That's a hard G there. It's a nice hard one. Pardon me. It hasn't had a chance to dominate tournament deck lists and earn an ignoble spot in the same prison. Ignoble spot in the same prison where Omneth and Oko share a cell. Both Plot and Amy believe the deck will continue to haunt best-of-one formats throughout Kaldheim's tenure in the standard rotation, making a targeted ban the most likely scenario. It might sound obvious, but Wizards has a vested interest in keeping its game fun to play for as many people as possible. A targeted ban would free casual players from Tybalt's turn to tyranny, while allowing other formats to experiment with the intentionally zany design in a safer environment. Are we witnessing the ephemeral rise of 2020? Are we witnessing the ephemeral rise of 2021's first banned card? Best keep an asterisk handy. Doing things for no reason works for a while, but pretty soon I'm stuck. I did. The crowbar lets me pick up the coin from the lobby and also steal a sack of quarters from a candy machine. What I can't do is send it into the future to help Laverne. Instead, I do more things that don't make sense. I use the dime to shake a fat man off a sweater. I put the sweater in a tumble dryer and use my stack of quarters to send it spinning into Laverne's time. Oh, that's gross. Oh my god, that's huge. I hope you saw that. It's hampering my breathing. Later, I tell Bernard to steal a hamster. I put the hamster in an icebox. In the future, Laverne retrieves the frozen rodent and puts it in the microwave. I place the thoroughly damp hamster in the dryer shrunken sweater to warm him up. Well, that all made perfect sense. How many players can be in an instance of the area at once? The Austrian town of Cetus is introduced to players in Plains of Eidolon. And this is the first introduction. And this first introduction can have 50 players in an instance. This town then leads to the plains where combat and quests take place, where you continue with your standard 1 to 4 player squad. Are there any load screens or other transitions when exploring or switching to the Archwing? Similarly, will players be able... Similarly, will players be able to see others flying around in the sky above them? There are no load screens or transitions when calling on your Archwing to equip it to your warframe. It's a seamless process. Equip and fly. And yes, absolutely, other players will see their fellow Tenno above them as they provide air support or just fly off to investigate something. Are landscapes something you've been wanting to do for a while? I've been playing an indie game called Puss. It's an avoid them up, the kind of game where you navigate mazes while trying not to touch the sides. You control a cat with your mouse, which is kind of ironic, who is trapped inside a television. It's got an eye-boggling aesthetic that's all static and VCR glitches, bold colors, and dolphins. I'm going to look this up. It sounds cool. What? Markiplier. Oh, cool. Yeah, this looks like a good game to pass the time. I'm gonna play that. Yeah, that's cool. It's the kind of game that Leela would actually happily watch me play. Pardon me. At the end of each battle of stages, there's a boss fight. The first of which involves slapping a demonic chihuahua. It's certainly memorable. There's a demo on the Steam page if you're interested. Enough about us. What about you, readers? What have you played in the last week? Are you taking the news of Telltale's closure as an excuse to dive into their back catalog? I recommend Tales from the Borderlands if you are. Is anyone giving CrossCode a try now? It's out of early access. Still working through Shadow of the Tomb Raider? Let us know. It's amazing how relevant a lot of those references are for me. I'm playing Borderlands 2 VR right now. I'm playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider right now. And Telltale's Wolf Among Us. That's crazy. Okay. In the small, ultra-insular generation of programmers in the late 60s and early 70s... In the small, ultra-insular generation of programmers in the late 60s and early 70s, Space War was cultivating the first degenerate gamers. Why? Because they were the only ones who had access to those warehouse-filling computers, and they got game time in whenever they could. You had 50 desperate students trying to work... Listen to me again. I feel like I'm off.
You love movies? No kidding, me too. It's a small world. 2 people who love movies living in a same city. It's amazing. Attention.
You had 50 desperate students trying to get their homework done, their thesis done, their regular work. So using the time-sharing computer for Space War was a really off-hours thing, says Bruce Baumgart, 72, who tells me that he still keeps his hair long more than 40 years later. For ordinary people, that meant they were giving up around 11 For ordinary people, that meant they were giving up around 11 p.m. or 12 a.m., which meant that the machine was free. For ordinary people, that meant they were giving up around 11 p.m. or 12 a.m., which meant that the machine was free and could tolerate a Space War game or two. There were only 6 of those displays that could handle it. So if you didn't play Space War, you'd join the penny poker game. For the history of Space War and the PDP one, the mini computer it ran on. For the history of Space War and the PDP one, the mini computer it ran on, check out this article. Oh, that was my stomach. Once I'm kitted out, I go back to my staircase and start digging down. That's another thing I've learned. Resume digging where you stop digging, or your route back to the surface can get bafflingly complex. Before long, I hit light. Wait, what? Could this be… Oh, it's a torch. It's that lower bit of the cave I lit up. I've just dug through a wall. Oh well, back to the coalface. Before long, I hit dark. Oh well, back to the coalface. Oh well, back to the coalface. Bus. This is going to be Minecraft. Is there skeletons in Minecraft? I've never played Minecraft. Looks like massive black hole of time suck. Like this job. Okay. Oh well, back to the coalface. Before long, I hit dark. Any sense of déjà vu is interrupted by a chilling clatter of bone. Skeletons! I hate skeletons! But I'm ready. This cave isn't so deep it'll hurt to drop down, and if there were any other threats down there, I'd hear them. I glimpse him for the briefest moment, then drop. I don't think there's fall damage in Minecraft, so that can't be it. God, I'm a fucking geek. All right. PCG. So what was the main… Fucking motorbike. Really a Deliveroo driver. PCG. So what was the main reason for you wanting to separate from the team? Or were there other problems as well? Firebat. I mean, there were some minor things, and I'm sure if you've been following… there were some minor things, and I'm sure you've been following the drama about it, but I've said my bit about Archon. But I've said my bit about Archon, and I think at this point everything is amicable and resolved. And I mean, it was a little bit rough in the middle, but I'm pretty happy with how things ended up. Oh, my stomach. Oh, that's bad. I think I have to stop after this. And I only had a single hard-boiled egg in the morn. And I mean, it was a little bit rough in the middle, but I'm pretty happy with how things ended up. And I think that they handled it well, and we've left amicably now. Oh my God. Amicably now. And I think that they handled it well, and we've left amicably now. Nope. And I think that they handled it well, and we've left amicably now. The problem is, who wants to be a coach? If you're doing all that work, why don't you just play the tournament and win yourself? PCG. Do you think the idea of having coaches as purple… Do you think the idea of having coaches as purple was for Akron… Do you think the idea of having coaches as purple was for Archon works in Hearthstone? What kind of things can a good coach do to help you prepare? I would like to get one more done. Then I'm halfway through. Even though I am hungry, so hungry. Yeah, one more. Let's do it. Come on. Oh my God. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. That was freaking loud. Okay. Technology. In other commercial overanalyzation news, Apple appears to have removed the blurb at the bottom of its iPhone ads, where it says, Use requires minimum new 2-year activation plan. The line that once appeared at the bottom of all the commercials at the end is no longer there. Apple clearly made a decision to remove this line, but why? Was it because the line had generated too much buzz and they weren't sure yet about the plans that would be offered? Did they change their minds on? Was it because the line had generated too much buzz and they weren't sure yet about the plans that would be offered? Did they change their minds on the contracts altogether? There's already been a lot of talk, too much for my liking, to be honest, about what plans might and might not be offered with the iPhone. Tell you what, guys, let's just assume the worst, a 2-year contract, and then be pleasantly surprised later if that turns out to be false, okay? That's my plan anyway. Because at PigSpotter's followers include a large number of private security forces whose vehicles are spread across the country, the gulf was located. Units were notified and, in many cases, sent out. Each team and company retweeted the specifics of their search and kept each other apprised and informed on Twitter. At Afrotrack asked if the car was equipped with electronic tracking. At Afrotrack asked if the car was equipped with electronic tracking. It was not. A volunteer security group called Rigor Rescue offered to track the victim's cell signal. The security company Canine Security eventually visually identified the car. The kidnappers were ultimately stopped at a police roadblock in Ventersburg, 150 miles from where he was taken. The kidnappers ditched the car and fled on foot. The driver was rescued unharmed from the car trunk. Done and dusted, tweeted Rigor Rescue. Good ending. This time, sleep tight. The incident was noteworthy for how fast the information about it traveled. How many people responded, and for the positive outcome. There was a palpable sense in the South African blogosphere of optimism and well-earned self-congratulation. Some people treat PC as a kind of country club, keeping membership in the group narrow and therefore constraining the definition of a PC. Others would go so far as to say that anything that does real computing is personal and is powered by a central processing unit is a PC. And then there's a whole lot of us in between. So that brings us to our poll, and hopefully a great discussion. Is the iPad a PC or not? What? Look into your inner geek heart and ask yourself, is the iPad part of the ever-growing family of PCs, the first to fully adopt a tablet approach? Or is the iPad not from round these here parts? This poll is non-scientific, and so I don't feel bad saying anything that I also hope people consider recent Android tablets in this mix. This poll is non-scientific, so I don't feel bad saying that I also hope people consider recent Android tablets in this mix as well, such as the Galaxy. This poll is non-specific, and so I don't feel bad saying that I also hope people consider recent Android tablets in this mix as well, such as the Galaxy Tab. Yes, there are important differences. If they affect your answer, please share your views in the comments. For as long as there has been USB on the Mac, one constant has remained. You couldn't boot from a drive connected to the USB bus. Most Mac users didn't care. We had FireWire, a faster, even if A faster, even if it was just in our minds, more convenient alternative. Not being able to boot from a USB drive was Not being able to boot from a USB drive was rarely an inconvenience. Then the impossible happened. It says impossible. Then the impossible happened. Apple took the FireWire out of the iPod. Individuals who once booted happily from their tiny white package were now out of luck. Enter the Intel processors. According to Wolf Wrench of Red Shed software fame, the new Intel-based iMacs can now boot from USB drives. You can boot off USB drives on Intel-based Macs. This opens the world of USB 2.0. This opens the world of USB 2.0 only drives to Mac users as bootable backup devices. Oh, you know what's coming now, don't you? Speculation. Shouted like the introduction to the Schoolhouse rock song interjection. I lack the iPod or the Intel Mac to test this theory, but one has to wonder whether or not one can. Oh my God, it's the worst. But one has to wonder whether or not one can once again boot from the iPod. People who repair Macs on a regular basis might soon rejoice. Booting from an iPod. Technology is transforming democracy on a lot of different levels, and they're not entirely connected. But they all create vulnerabilities in the way that society forms political opinions, expresses those opinions, and translates them into election results. One form of Russian meddling in the 2016 election, for example, was social media campaigns, which affect political discourse at the level of opinions formed by individuals. But the second prong, the hacking into campaigns, like John Podesta's email, was just so sinister in the way it was picking only on one side. That gets to the very roots of how open societies traditionally rely on information gathering and the media in order to make sound political decisions. And then there's the third form of hacking, going after the machinery of elections, the infrastructure, polling places, voter registration systems, etc. That's where most of my work has been. How do you end up investigating voting security? Current bioenergy options in the U.S. are dominated by corn-based ethanol. But producing it uses a lot of land, fertilizer, and fresh water, which creates other pollution problems and ties up finite resources. As von Keitz puts it, how do we meet those bioenergy goals without compromising the needs of the population and increased food production? This is where seaweed could come in. It does not need any of those resources and could take advantage of the vast potential of the open ocean. The ocean is the space that we are not using a lot for cultivation, von Keitz says. Once harvested, seaweed, also known as microalgae, could potentially be turned into various forms of energy, such as biogas and ethanol, through different chemical processes. Several hurdles must be overcome to make bioenergy from seaweed an option on a my bro-in-law does this in Korkinabalu. Several hurdles must be overcome to make bioenergy from seaweed an option on a large scale, however, and not everyone agrees it is a good idea because of concerns about possible ecological impacts and unproved climate benefits. Last one, then it's lunchtime. Jobs' departure probably would result in a greater loss of stock market value. Damn it. Stock market value. Jobs' departure probably would result in a greater loss of stock market value than the loss of any other CEO in the world. Jobs might be worthy Jobs might be worth 20 or so points to Apple shares, roughly $16 billion. It's hard to imagine any company being all that comfortable tying its fate so closely to one individual. But Apple's kind of a special case. Nobody swarms R's IRC server every January. To hear Phil Schiller or Tim... Nobody swarms R's IRC server every January to hear Phil Schiller or Tim Cook talk about new products or the company's future. When's the last time Ron Johnson showed up to a hero's welcome at the unveiling of a new Apple store? Would you wait hours in line to hear a speech by Jonathan Ive? Okay, we'll give you that last one. For better or worse, Steve is Apple and Apple is Steve. Cancer? Stock foibles? It's foibles, right? Never used that word. Foibles.
Foibles.
Yeah. Those things are like the buzzing of flies to Vigo as far as Apple is concerned. Finish strong. All right, we did 5 and there's 4 more to go. Bye, Josh, if you're watching. Hope you're not too cold. And I'll pick this up in about bloody 30, 40 minutes. I'm going to watch an episode of Dave, season 2. So ridiculous. Bye.